I decided about 6 months ago to make a Sully costume, and I wanted to make the ultimate one. I wanted him to move well, and I wanted him to be big. I wanted him to be larger than life. One of the most important things when I was making this thing is to make sure that it was mobile. I wanted to be able to walk smooth, and I wanted to be able to pick my hands up to do the classic scare that Sully is known for. So, how did I start? I started with a simple sketch, which looks like this. It's just basically me inside of the costume. I wanted a pair of slacks or almost waders for his legs. I wanted the belly to be open underneath, and then I wanted to be inside of this thing, puppeteering it, where I had movable fingers, and I was going to be able to pick my hands up. I started with some rough sculpting just to make sure that I had the right idea, to see where his head would fit, where my body would be inside of it. I just used monster clay. I know this thing looks rough now, it looked better at one point. To see where his tail would fit and what his proportions look like when a human is inside of it. The link is in my Instructables. If you jump on there, you can go ahead and download it. So this work will be done for you if you decide to make this costume yourself. And covered them in tape, made a flat pattern, took a picture of the flat pattern, put it in the computer, and then took the computer rendering, made a miniature out of foam just to make sure that everything that I had made was going to fit back together again, kind of a little Humpty Dumpty thing going on, making sure that his arms were going to lift up, because this was one of the most important things, making sure his arms were the right length, and I didn't have any major problems, because working in small scale like this is a lot better than trying to make a mistake that's that big. I made a few adjustments on my patterns, and then I took my projector and I projected it onto the wall, and I traced it all out into upholstery foam. Most of what Sully is made out of, all of his body, all of his legs, is all upholstery foam. I cut that out, and I glued it all together. Here's a couple photos of me gluing all of this stuff together, what it looked like. I tried it on to make sure that I was going to fit inside of it, and here's some test footage of me walking around in it to make sure that he moved it a way that I wanted him to. Here's a test of me walking around in Sully with all the joints connected. As you can see, I can bend all the way over, I can stand up, I can pick my hands above my head. Everything that I said was the most important when I was going to make this Sully costume. Hopefully you can follow what I did, learn from a few of the mistakes I made, and make something of your own.